Oh, Crow, that was rude. Jerks. Now, if that was the mirror, I'm gonna be very sad. I'm very sad now because of that. Hopefully Frog is just sitting right here. If Frog's sitting right here, we're good. Yes! Uh-oh. How did I not die? Oh, well, there I died. Oh, yes, cheese strats. What did I do? Did I break the boss? I guess you can't do that. Don't shoot at me. No, I said don't shoot at me. Because you have to get ready for blind and everything. Oh man, I missed my duck. That's all X is good for. Is using his small size. Oops. Yeah, sure, I insult X and then I hit spikes. That's just how it works. Oh jeez, get out of my way. That's where all the trolls were. I don't even know what I just did there. That was it? This is usually the part where I started dying. Yeah, like that. That was exactly it. I don't think I've actually posted a speedrun time for that, but I did time it, and I want to say my best time on that was like 26 minutes. Haha, you tried to shoot me, but you couldn't. I missed again. Right after taunting. Go! Okay, so now I can die at the boss. This is farther than I expected. Oh, well, there, you gotta jump there, don't ya? But Contra's so fun. Made it? Nope, guess I didn't make it. Alright. Oh no. Biscuits. So Paradox Cave had lots of defense. How did I miss that? That's the easiest bomb jump in the game. Nope, jumped too early. Definitely don't have it. Right, good evening, happy Wednesday, welcome to camp. It is Friday the 13th night. Welcome in Jacob, GamePro, Gordon, Chris. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Thanks for the congratulations. My youngest, actually, her cheer team won first in their competition on Saturday, and then as the topic title says, my oldest daughter's dance team won both of the things they competed in at state. So she is a two-time state champion. They actually made history with they've won a bunch of competitions in a row, and it's something the school has never done before, and it's really remarkable too, because like we're a really low division, and they're beating teams that are D1 and D2, and not just beating them, like they won the closest team to them at state overall in anything was, I guess, 10 points away, and apparently 10 points is a lot. And when they competed within their division, they won their division by 40 points, which is, I guess, just miraculous. And then they beat the other category they performed in, they won by 10 points over a school that's probably 6-7 times bigger than ours. And it's just, their team is so good, and it was, spent 11 hours sitting on high school bleachers on Saturday, but it was worth it. Welcome in, Retronook. Hope you had a great great Wednesday. Welcome in, Worst. Hope you're having a good Wednesday as well. Thanks for the good luck. Time for Laura to take... there is always time for a Laura nap. Let's see which one it gives us. This is our 1 out of 9 random selection here.
Hello, Mommy. Hello.
Smells like burnt noodles and teal. Welcome in, Pops. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Welcome in, Dimension X. Hope your Wednesday's going well. Yeah, I was actually... It's kind of... Their team has 26... kids on it, and nobody was sick, and like the rest of our house was sick. Apparently everybody but the girls on the team were sick, and everyone was fine through state on Saturday, and then they had their team pictures last night. Everyone was hacking up a lung, and like my oldest daughter's like really, she's just really drained, and she's actually might be asleep already because she's getting a pretty nice cold. And it's been we spent a fortune getting like state champion shirts and gear and everything for us to wear in future years, and it was totally worth it. I wonder if I'd have time to make a new one, because like most of the like where is it? Come on, I should be able to... I know... Where's Tails? Here it is. This one took me like 4 hours to make because of all the little bits and pieces, but the most recent one that I did... I mean, this one I did not make it as high quality as I would have liked to. I was just trying to get it done. But that one only took about 2.5 hours. If you got an idea, I can definitely write it down. Can't guarantee I'll get to them, or I can actually like or it's something I can actually make, but I can definitely make a note of it. I have a queue of like every time I get an idea for a misadventure of Laura, I write it down in a notepad file, and the file is probably like 35 lines at this point for things I would like to eventually make. I should just one of these days do like an animation stream where I just share a sprite and just do the animation. Or maybe even do that to work on the overlay and maybe get through the part where George gets killed. But, oh yeah, should probably spin the wheel and figure out what we're actually up to tonight. Perfect game, lovely. Oh, South Park, okay. See if it'll let me copy and paste that right into Notepad. Success! Hey Brawly, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. There is, seen a berry. One of these, where is Mix It Up? Events, no, it's action groups. I actually did a Resident Evil one. Oh, that's a random selection. How do I pick a specific one? Commands? That ain't it. Where is it? Channel points? That's notes. Action group notes. Oh well, one of the notes that pops up randomly is it's a Resident Evil based one based off the Keeper's Diary. Oh, I want to see, where is it? Notes, channel, commands, event, timers. Timers, notes. No, that links it back to action groups. Where are, I know they're working. Action group, notes. Oh, there we go. Oh, bad flu, that is not fun at all, Brawly. That seems to be going around, and it's not fun at all. Like you just feel like I don't know which one you had, like the ones where you're like when you get the fever and 1 second you're freezing and the next second you're sweating up a storm. Oh, I actually have one of those. That's one of those is on the list of Laura and Tyson. Here's the Keeper's Diary. That's my makeshift. I think the Jill turned out really well. The closet, not so much. Oh, hold up. Okay, you're good. How are you? Ready to go to sleep? My youngest daughter just pulled out a tooth of a wiggly tooth about 15 minutes ago. So she's gonna get a nice visit from the tooth fairy, aren't you? Now she's just playing with it with her tongue.
It feels weird.
Yeah, that's because you had a tooth there and now you don't. The tooth is gone now.
I'm cold. Go upstairs.
Hi, Cold. I'm Dad. Here, I got one more for you.
No.
Yes, stay here for 1 second.
Goo goo gaga.
It's your favorite. It's Baby Saja.
No, my least favorite.
Your sister's not coming down. She's asleep already, maybe. She seemed like she was basically out of it when I went to say goodnight. She was covered up in her blanket and I didn't see her on her phone, so maybe she was on her phone, but...
Alright,
Hey.
say goodnight.
Love you, sweetie.
Now I
Sleep
can
good.
finally chomp my teeth without hurting my
Yeah, you were really upset when you were trying to brush your teeth tonight, and it was all... Okay. Yeah, okay. Right, love you, sweetie. Sleep good. I will sleep good. So the wheel is being awfully rude tonight. It started us with perfect game. And what are we gonna pair with a perfect game tonight? I don't even know why I'm trying this. This is not gonna go well. Where's my... There it is. I don't know if I spelled that right. Hey Grizz, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Where is the... Oh, there it is. It's way up here. Welcome in, Remy. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, GBA emulator. Very nice. Yep, so here we go. Got the NES Advantage right here. Just gotta unplug my good old dog bone controller and put in this abomination. Oh, this is gonna be so... Like, if the B button sticks at the wrong time... Well, I'm acting like even if I was using the dog bone, getting a perfect game, just like a casual perfect game, not something that generally happens. There's usually something that can go wrong. This is not a great start either. Oh, thanks, Remy. Those the RetroPie consoles are so good. I've got I think it's a POW Kitty, and then I've got a Super Console X for TV. I had one on the list for Laura versus Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country, which I thought would be fun. Like, he uses the ground pound or the barrel roll or something, Hey Vegas, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope your Wednesday's going well. Well, so far, nope, there's a hit already. Could not turn around quick enough. That's okay though, we can get this big fail out of the way early. Actually, if you're looking to beat Friday the 13th worst, I'm currently working on like my ultimate guide for it. I'm gonna basically go through and explain why I do things and what my thought process is and how like all these little pieces of the game work. So if it's ever something you want to try, I'm hoping I'll have the time to finish that by Wednesday. By Sunday. If not, it'll be hopefully next week, but I'm hoping to get it out Sunday so it's got time for people that are looking to play this on Friday the 13th to maybe look that up and get some eyes on that before Friday the 13th actually hits, since that's coming up in a little over a week. Alright, well, good news, made it to the torch on attempt 2. Hey Atma, welcome in, hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, the quick shot, yeah, the quick shot is right here and ready to probably be plugged in later tonight. Oh, it'll be like a normal YouTube video. Hey Snake, welcome in, hope you're having a good Wednesday. I was trying to start recording for it tonight, or not tonight, but earlier today, and then I kept wondering like, oh, I could improve this, I could make a graphic for this. So I've ended up kind of stalling in a lot of places instead of actually getting it done. But hopefully tomorrow night, if everything goes well around the house, I can get all the recording done and then put it together on, maybe finish putting it together on Friday. Where are you? There he is. I was gonna say, where is he? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna go. Oh, there is always a wrong way, Torch. Yeah, the wheel has been like, we had I think the last 2 wheel nights I've had a mortal with the NES advantage and then a mortal with the quick shot. And like, part of the problem with getting rid of some of the categories that don't pair well with other things is that now I'm seeing Immortal and NES Advantage and Quick Shot a lot more. Hey Clyde, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thanks for the good luck. Yep, perfect game means I can't take any damage with my active counselor, no kids can die, and none of the inactive counselors can take damage. If Jason's attacking a counselor, you have until 40 seconds to get there before they'll start taking passive damage. And if someone takes passive damage, then it's not a perfect game anymore. Like, as far as the perfect game rules go, it's effectively a playthrough where Jason attacks Crystal Lake and you don't even need to break out a first aid kit for a scratch. I currently do have the speedrun record for that 9:23, but I know I should go back, like, categories like perfect games and like low percent, I know I could get better times on those now. Well, perfect game is more about just getting a better seed, because the seed I got when I got a perfect game was not great. And a much better seed would... That was close. A better seed could be significantly faster. Oh yeah, perfect, yeah, the missing throws is just, that only hits with the Deadeye challenge. That was close. Yeah, I could get out of day one on this using the NES Advantage. Probably uh-oh. Nope. Oh, I was one hit away. I completely forgot about trying to pass that torch off to Mark. If you've got Chrissy, then you can, if you pass it to Mark, you don't have to worry about item spawns. But since we did have item spawns, I had to try to dodge the knife and Jason, and that never works out well, even with like a normal controller. So what do we got here now? Are you serious? What's category 2? Perfect game? Okay, NES Advantage in all items. That's the NES Advantage does have turbo, but I choose not to use it. I'm very picky about giving myself extra advantages. Alright, let's recenter that. Holy biscuits, Jacob, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Much appreciated. We got like a flood of... Why are they showing all those at once? We got Joe, we got Cheese, we got One-Armed Bandit, Duke Nukem, and Metal Mario Mega. Enjoy your counselor badge, courtesy of Jacob. No, we don't want bots on Twitch. Ban the bot. Now we can move the challenge text over this way because it has to be centered. Ish. That's true, it is called the advantage. I just don't like to give myself that advantage. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to get a flashlight. Oh, not a problem. Thanks for stopping by, Chris. Hope you have a good rest of the night. I don't know why I'm so thirsty, but that water is delicious. Alright, so this appears to be NES Advantage night. So I gotta make sure I get a machete. Alright, so first let's get this. God, 6 flashlights was... 6 flashlights is so bad. That's why I don't put camp cleanup on here. It's just too much. Yep, you get early access to videos, you get the emotes, you get the counselor badge. All good stuff with the membership. The NES, it is the NES disadvantage. They're like... I feel somewhat confident in my ability to get a perfect game if I'm just, like, picking up the controller with a dog bone. But doing it with the NES Advantage, not so much. Hey Ribbon, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yep, I loved AVGN's video on this. I probably shouldn't because it's made one of my favorite games and like a lot of people hate it solely because of that video, but it's so funny. Alright, so what we're gonna do, since Noodles is close here, we're gonna use Laura to get our machete. Oh, that's right. I forgot a key. No, you gotta go down. Whoever's getting attacked can wait. You gotta go over here and get the key. Oh geez, the B button stuck. That's not a good, that's not good. So we're gonna need 15 knife shots. That's the thing, like, to me at least, it seemed like it was pretty obvious that his content was entertainment-based, not like serious game journalism. But a lot of people took it as like gospel, and I'm not gonna say this game is perfect. There are a lot of issues with this game, at least in my opinion, mainly stemming from the fact that they explained nothing about how it worked. And I feel like if they had explained how it worked, it would have been a lot better received. Because once you actually figure out what the game wants, it's a lot of fun. You just have to get to that point. There, okay. So we've picked up our machete. Yeah, I watched Grand Pooh Bear playing this. I'm always very careful when I'm watching someone play this, though. I don't like to say anything in chat. Unless they're very specifically asking a question. But even then, there's a lot of other people that are more than happy to jump in and help. And I'll only say something if they're saying something that's completely wrong. And the person's looking for help, but generally I try to let people experience this on their own. Oh, that's right, the flashlight. Okay, so we've got a good start here, though. We've already got the machete, we've got the axe, we've got the torch, we need to get a flashlight. Already got a knife to start this part. So yeah, once we get the flashlight, it's basically just finish out the game. Come on, Crow, hurry up. Whew. Jason shows up at 43 and 33 seconds left. So we are very close to getting smacked. Alright, 33 is up, we gotta go. And all the kids survived. Oh, hey, Brawley, welcome in over on Twitch. Yeah, that Buddy Crow was clutch. If it popped up another second later, Jason would have ran across the lake and hit Chrissy. It would have been really rude. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, where is he? Right, he's at the cave, so he's going into the forest next. So I guess let's go this way. Jason, I really don't have time for this right now. If you can't tell, I'm trying to do... Why didn't I light the fireplace earlier when I came in here? So to get the flashlight, you have to light all 7 fireplaces. So that is currently on our list. After we... Jason, I was supposed to go out onto the path. So let's see, is this everything? We got the knife, we got the machete. I should double check the machete here. Yep, Noodles has the machete. Got the knife. Chrissy had the axe. So now it's just a matter of going through and lighting all the rest of the fireplaces. I don't care about that note. Let's go left. Hopefully not jump into a knife here. Oh, that should be on the panels on the bottom on Twitch. It should give you an option to switch your avatar there. Otherwise, if you know who you want, I believe I can change those manually. Actually, I don't believe, I know 100% certain that I can manually change avatars. I just don't remember exactly how to get to the drop down that lets me change it, but I know it's there and it should only take like 30 seconds of looking. Oh, the bass line to the cabin theme? The cabin, like a lot of the music in this game to me, well, I shouldn't say there's really not a lot to it. There's really not a lot of music in this. But to me, at least, the cabin theme is always the one that really stood out. Like, this one, not too exciting. Cabin and Counselor Select, though, awesome. Gotta start being careful here. Because if I leave the screen when I'm supposed to be getting the flashlight, then I don't get to keep it. Alright, we'll go in here. Alright, we got rid of him again. Now we've got 2 more. Yeah, getting stars with just normal jump seems a lot more I don't remember how the sling command works. But jumping straight up is, from what I understand, is a lot more difficult than like shooting yourself at an angle. Am I gonna run into him on the path here? Okay, this should be our flashlight. Be extra careful. Got it. Okay, so now all we need... I feel like I'm missing something else. Got the knife, got the machete, got the axe, got the torch. We got a light, I got all 4 items there. I think it's just the sweater and the pitchfork. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is one of those games that I think kind of gets compared to this quite a bit. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Actually, no, we want to go to the right. We will grab the vitamin. Yeah, the flashlight could be a pretty solid weapon. Right, now we wait. Coward. We're not even gonna buddy crow, we're just going. Alright, this should be the end of day 1. Not sure how I avoided that. Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde is... like, this game definitely has, like, a cult following, a lot of people that really enjoy it. But I've never really heard anyone say they love Jekyll and Hyde. We're gonna play a little game called All the Vitamins. See if I was practicing this, and let's see if I remember how to get everything out of here. Jason, I don't have time for this right now. I'm playing all the vitamins. Did I get this one? Oh, I must have got this one on the way out. Okay. Could be one more over here. Yep. Now we go right, and we go down, and then we're out. Now we have to go kick Jason out of the cabin. Getting all the knives could actually be somewhat beneficial. Yeah, I have a saved somewhere on my iCloud account. I have a copy of that poster where it makes Jason look like he's purple and teal. Oh well, sure, we'll take another vitamin. Let's just avoid Jason until we get that sweater. Okay, he was just about to appear there, so we're fine. Look at how bright the cave is now. Whoopee. Well, that wasn't great. Alright, next one's a double. How many throws did I miss? There we go. Like, I knew I missed a couple on the way in. Alright, so we got our sweater. Jason is here in the cave loop. So we're just gonna wait for him right... Oh, nope, maybe we won't. We won't wait for him right there, because he's in this cabin now. Debbie, you can go away. Now he's in... Actually, let's check. Okay, I wanted to check on this. Because I've been told that Jason will not appear in a large cabin if you've lit the fireplace. And I've never checked that on my own. But now I can say that I have checked this on my own, and even if you light the fireplace, Jason is still gonna... He does not skip over a large cabin if you've lit the fireplace. The reason I don't play Revisited more is because they don't have an easy way to remap your buttons on your controller. You have to get a third-party app and connect that and do everything through this third-party app, and it's a real big pain in the butt. But actually, I wonder if maybe it would still be saved, because I did that last time I did Revisited. But like, maybe there's an updated version, because I know the guy that made Revisited has other games that do let you remap the buttons. Yeah, it's something like key. Yeah, that's something like something like that. Yeah. And I could email him and just be like, hey, do you have an updated version of this that lets you remap the keys by yourself? Because I really don't want to have to keep going through and using a third-party app every time I want to play the game. Chrissy, why are you all the way over here? Hey all, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. That's the wrong direction. Wait, what? Oh, that was the wrong direction. Okay, perfect. I was hoping Jason would get stopped there, so I maybe have time to grab the pitchfork before we fight him, because the pitchfork is our last item. Yeah, he did a Castlevania 2 He's got a bunch of them. There's probably at least a dozen. Yeah, whoever that is can wait. We've got more important things to do. Now, the big thing to remember on day 3 is 2, 3, 2, 1. That's how many dives Pamela's gonna do, so now she'll do 2. Next will be 1, and now it'll be back to 2. I'm just really bad here. That was 3. Now we're at 2 again. Not lined up well. Back to 3. There we go. And that is all items. Castlevania 2 is my third favorite NES game after G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, and this. Love Castlevania 2. Oh, I didn't know they made physical copies of his games. I'd love to get a physical copy of Revisited. Idea, like, if I could play Revisited without using my PC and I could do it on my, like, on my actual NES. I mean, I know it uses probably way too much power. There we go. So this time, we beat the NES advantage. I mean, all items a much easier run than perfect game, but still. Yeah, let me put the, I will eventually get my own Discord set up. Where's the Friday the 13th Discord? That is our Friday the 13th Speedrunners Discord. Yeah, there was actually it might have been you that gave me the link for that Game Pro about him admitting that he actually liked Friday at a convention. No NES advantage, no quick shot. Midnight Sun, okay. Three Stooges and Midnight Sun. Hey Jack, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. We just re-rolled 2 new ones, and we got Midnight Sun and Three Stooges. Let's see, Midnight Sun is, I believe it has to stay as day. Oh. Is that possible? I'll go over Three Stooges in a sec. I gotta double check. Before Dusk and Night. Yeah, that can't be done with Three Stooges. So we're gonna have to roll again for the second one. Midnight Sun means it has to be, it has to stay day the whole time. I just plugged in my dog bone. I just plugged it in. So yeah, basically, it effectively ends up being like a low item run. Nope. No rest at all. See, I might have to try to move. What? Why are you spinning again? Well, Midnight Sun, not like anything really changed there. So we had Midnight Sun and Quick Shot. Center that a little bit. Alright, then I gotta move the keyboard. Hey Ruben, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, I just want to play a game with my normal controller. Is that... Why is this not working? Oh, that's because I was hitting select, not start. So, Midnight Sun... with the quick shot. Well, we're gonna be doing fights to the death. Perfect. Who's he attacking? Alright, he's on the cave route. Will you just hurry up and kill George? This is just like weird control. This is different controller night. Okay, so he's attacking Mark. We need to keep Mark alive. Did I go the wrong? Oh no, Paul's just really slow. I probably have a purple long sleeve shirt somewhere. Actually, no, not purple. I could try to get, like, do one of those things where you can make a custom shirt and pick the specific color for Retro Jason. I could see that being the reason George is so slow. Come on. There we go. Alright, so Chrissy is here. Jason is on the cave route. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna let Jason get the kids. Wait. Take one. Oh, I never thought of doing that in Animal Crossing. I always looked for like a hockey mask, but never thought to recreate that. Wait, what am I doing? I was trying to get the vitamins. Because we're going to want all the vitamins we can get our hands on here. We're going to let that go. Sorry, kids. We're collecting vitamins. And I really don't want to do a quick shot version of... Yeah, I don't want to try to use the quick shot for a cabin fight. Now, I think this should carry over. Oh. Well, don't mind if I do. Yes, we still got dusk. I mean, we still got day, so that will carry over. Which is just lovely. Hey Steven, welcome in. Thanks for the good luck. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Yeah, I'm thinking I've never actually tried it this way, to split up getting the torch like that. But I think that will let me maybe just pick up the torch from the torch cabin to start day 2. So we've just got to do 64 of these. Yeah, Klaus had a great time there. But I wasn't about to go into a cabin with the quick shot. I mean, path fights are bad enough. Jason, can you give me some more space so I can crank out a bunch of hits? Because I believe... Let's see, I might have had one more cabin entry where I could have got the torch before it hit dusk, but I also didn't want to risk it. Because I didn't feel like making sure my count was fully accurate. Oh, jeez. Well, actually, this is fine. I've got 8 vitamins. Yeah, Jason really is not... He's not a fan of Chrissy. She's the one that kills him most of the time. As she should. She's the final girl. Throw in the right direction. Alright, so we know Jason is on the forest route. There we go. That actually wasn't too bad. Hiccups. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is go see if I can collect my torch. And it does persist across days. That is great. You know what? I got 8 vitamins. Who needs a sweater? I will take that vitamin, though. There we go. Yeah, when I thought about it more, you have to go in and out of cabins, because you can't do damageless path fights with George and Paul. So you have to be going in and out of cabins a bunch of times, and that doesn't work with Midnight Sun, because that'll force it to be night. But here... There, we'll just take that extra vitamin, and we'll wait right here for him. Hey DV, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Well, this isn't so bad since I can just mash. It's not like Immortal was, but it's still not great. Oh yeah, there's so much going on with this game under the hood. Like, that's when I always say that once people figure out how this game works, they usually really end up enjoying it. Because there's so much going on. And there's not really anything else like this either. It's a very unique game. It's early survival horror. It does a great job with the tension. And it's just unfortunate that they explained so little about how it worked. Thanks for the GG's, Brawly. So we are 2 for 3 on the night. And I don't feel bad about failing that perfect game NES advantage at all. Thanks for the GG, Steven. Gordon? I did watch Pooh Bears. Yeah. What? I actually watched him play it live. Conga line. Thanks for the GGs, Chris. This one's gonna be a fail because I'm not gonna wait for zombies. Oh. Thanks for the GGs, Ruben. That is... Oh, that's so bad. Conga line and no jumping. Oh, wow. Wait. Oh. I was just thinking more about this. This is definitely doable. It's gonna suck, but it's doable. So with the conga line, you cannot scroll the screen unless there is a zombie on it. And I have to do that without jumping, which means it's all cabin fights, which I mean these two challenges pair up pretty well. They sync well together. But ugh. We're gonna keep this hand up. Okay, I'm glad I waited, because if I would have went too far, that zombie would have caused some problems. Wonder if it's quicker just to let the zombie get the kill here. I know what I was doing last time when I actually did the full, like, the just solo conga line challenge, was I forced dusk or night right away to make sure there were more zombies on the screen. Wait, I can do this without jumping. That's one bar. Well, the problem is you can't, without jumping, you can't actually get any items. The items spawn after you jump, unless you're killing zombies to get them. But jumping is what actually makes the items appear. Hey, Caffeine, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. So yeah, we're gonna kill off everybody but... I guess it could be anyone in Chrissy. Who's the other one left? Debbie? I mean, at this point now, if I can actually get into cabin fights with the dog bone should be no problem. It's just gonna be 160 hits. Oh, the torch is on the ground in a cabin, but in order to get that whole process started, you have to have a knife, and you can't get the knife without jumping. It's kind of like almost like a little scavenger hunt, if you get the quick torch. And I can't get the lighter to light the fireplaces without jumping. No jumping in Immortal? Is that... Yeah, that would technically... Wait, well why am I killing Chrissy? I'm sitting there killing Chrissy. No jumping in Immortal would technically be possible, but it's nothing I would actually try. Well, actually, No, that wouldn't work. Because to do immortal, you have to make Jason immortal on a path fight. And then you have to leave the screen as he is flashing and dying. But you couldn't do that reliably without jumping. Okay, Mark is actually close. Good. Now we can scroll in the lake without a zombie because the zombies don't work that way. Like, you can't wait for a zombie to pop up to move. So we're actually fine here. My stupidity killed a couple kids. But now we're gonna have 155 rocks. Where are you? He must be to the left up here. Yep. Yeah, you need a key to get that too. Like, every item in the game that you can collect, in order to start collecting stuff, requires jumping. Not sure why they combined it with jumping, but basically, if you see a no jumping run, it means you're going to be killing Jason with nothing but rocks, and it's going to have to be cabin fights. Like, if my mash is really, really good, I can maybe get 6, possibly 7 bars of health done in a path fight without jumping. And Jason has 32 bars, so it's barely putting a dent in him if you're trying to do that on the path. But this is one of the things I like about doing combination challenges. Like, when I first started doing those, I was like, oh, I'll do them maybe once a month. And then when I started doing them more, I'm like, this is so much more fun. Because, like, if I just get a straight up conga line challenge, or a no jumping, there's really, the only time, I'm not gonna get a game over or anything. The only way I'm gonna screw it up is if I run when if I don't wait for zombies to scroll the screen. Here, there's so many more variables. I love the Friday the 13th franchise. It's not really visible behind me with after I move my camera, but I have one of those, like, giant wooden Camp Crystal Lake signs. I have so much Friday the 13th stuff. I have, like, 2 of every one of the NECA Jason figures. The bulk of my shirts are, well, at one point were all, like, Camp Crystal Lake counselor ones. Well, not the majority, but the ones I frequently wore. I gotta stop getting hit. So he's a little over halfway done. Mark is well over halfway done. This isn't even the bad part yet. Day 3 is the bad part. Like, day 2, you can sometimes get him in the slow pattern and things can go pretty quick. But day 3, I'm not doing long dodges on day 3 on a challenge like this. We're doing doubles and we're waiting for him to keep looping around a bunch. Oh, the NECA Pamela, very nice. I think I've got, is it 2 of them on the shelf over there? On a bookshelf behind me? Well, behind me and way off to the side. With a Friday the original mask. I like to think he took it from Hockett's department store. Even though Harold seemed to just be selling, like, little bits of food and everything. Actually, I think maybe Karloff's. That was mentioned in Friday 6. tracksuits, teal shoes and gloves, and a teal mask. And the purple and teal do look good together. There we go, 24, if I'm counting those right. Yep, we're down to 19. That is the one nice thing about cabin fights, is you can see how much health he has left without really needing to count. Alright. Now I just gotta remember to wait for zombies. The nice thing about day 2, though, is the zombies will be significantly faster. Where was he? Well, if he's on the... If he's on the forest route, he'll be popping up and hitting Mark really quick. And he is. Okay, just gotta run through. We're not gonna jump. So Mark's doing the dirty work again here. The 80s were a great time to grow up. Alright, so 160 to go. $8.44. Probably be done with this one a little after 9. I really want to try to do another one after this. I probably shouldn't, but I really want to try to do another one after this. And just hope it lets me use the a normal controller. There we go, get some triples in there. Yeah, it's like, I think the thing that I played this for the first time when I was 7 too, and I think the thing that might have drawn me to it, because the cover art on the box wasn't anything spectacular. I didn't know Friday the 13th was a movie franchise or anything. I think it was the words "destroy Jason if you can" that made 7-year-old me be like, I'm really good at video games, I can beat Jason. And I had no idea what I was doing. Because I rented this game all the time until I ended up buying it. Like, I had no idea Jason had a set route or anything. I thought he was just teleporting. I didn't know about the quick torch, so I didn't know that you only had to light, I think it's 4 fireplaces to get the torch the slow way. So I was lighting all 7 fireplaces to get the torch with Mark, Chrissy, and Laura. The highlight of my Friday the 13th career as a kid was I had one run where I didn't have any kids or counselors die. And I thought that was such a big deal. Yeah, I'd see, like, yeah, the jump scares were so good, like, especially not knowing when he was gonna show up on a path if you didn't have that zombie to alert you. Or even just seeing his name in the bottom of a cabin there, I'd go into a cabin and I would get so tense. I'd be like, oh my god, he's gonna jump out and scare me, he's gonna jump out and scare me. And then that just made, like, you keep building it up worse and worse in your head, and you just make it so much worse on yourself. I mean, this game was made, this was a 1989 game. They did so much with so many hardware limitations. Oh man, I had a really good run of Jason moving slow there. Try going over a little, get a little bit of a scooch to the right there. Okay, I think... Yep, we're at 35, I believe. Oh geez, I haven't gotten hit yet today. I mean, with cabin fights, I feel like I should never be getting hit regardless of what day it is. I've done enough of these where I'm very comfortable with cabin fights if I'm using a real controller. I wish I could exclamation mark jump. 10 more to go. Now this would be a terrible place to not wait for a zombie or to accidentally jump. Alright, so we know he's on the forest route. There we go. I've never seen arachnophobia. I've heard a lot about it, but never actually saw it. Ooh, this is fine. The zombies move nice and quick. We're gonna wait. Actually, let's go this way and scroll the screen to the right. There we go. Now we're gonna drop Chrissy in here. Then we're gonna hang out this way. I almost jumped. What's this challenge? No jumping in conga line, okay. So I'm fine just sitting there not moving. We're good. I was sitting like, wait a minute, did I ruin this? But Mark was standing still. Alright, so now he's got 160 hits on day 3. So for day 3, what you're watching for is for Jason to leave the corners. When he hits the corners, you want to do one dodge and then a second one right away. And then you can hit him as he backs up. Like I found if I'm moving to the left on my dodge as he leaves the right corner, like kind of moving in time with him, then I should have plenty of time to hit him on the way back. There's also, this is going to be dumb, but there's a long dodge where you have 4 frames, so it's 1/15 of a second to do that dodge there when he's in front of you. It's basically when he stops, you've got 4 frames while he raises his hand and puts it down. So it's a much smaller window, but you can get in a lot more hits. I just don't like to, because it's not as safe. I mean, I technically could try to string together some long dodges, but then Chrissy would die. And I'd probably only get, like, save maybe 20 seconds overall, and I'm probably gonna die anyway, because I keep doing these dodges wrong. Hey Tom, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Enjoy the lurk, Ruben. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I know, like, it's definitely not frame perfect. Much bigger than frame perfect. Well, 4 times bigger than frame perfect. Wait. 4 times 1/15. Yeah, it's a 4 frame window. So will this be done by 9 o'clock? I guess it depends on how many of these rocks I actually connect with. Yeah, I can drop stars and bombs with stream. Chrissy's gonna die. I can drop those with stream avatars. Well, if I'm using my mouse. Welcome back, Dimension X. Chrissy's not doing too well, and we've barely started the day. And this was a whole plan to get her into a cabin right away. That was on Jason's route. So I guess if he kills Chrissy, I'll just have to take Mark to the lake and wait by the kids. And then we'll hopefully be able to finish this in the lake if Chrissy dies. But ideally, the rest of this day will just be perfect. Hey Helena, what's up? I'm just waiting for I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll do another one, and then the wheel is like, hey, you're gonna do another Immortal Quick Shot. It's going to give me Immortal, or like Stone Only, something incredibly long. Come on. It's like I wanna look away, but at the same time, like if I glance away from the screen, I'm gonna end up getting hit. Yep, that was it. I should be paying more attention. Okay, so this is fine. We're just gonna run right through. We're gonna go here. We're gonna actually play it safe going across the lake here. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I wish that was Mark and not Chrissy. You never want Chrissy to die. Let's see, Jason's maybe half health. Not even half health, he's like 5/8. So now it's gonna be a weight of shame here. It's about, well, he wasn't just leaving. It's about 1:55, if I remember right, for him to get all the way around if he's not interrupted, but he was part way in. So we just kind of gotta sit. But if I can finish this fight here, we're good. Challenge 1. And if I can't, then we're gonna start over. And that's gonna be really sad, because this is so long. Alright, so he's like barely dented. I have no idea how many leftover hits I lost on Chrissy there. Because it takes 5 hits to get rid of a bar of his health. And if you have like 3 of them in, he gets those 3 he gets those 3 back. I'm hoping I can defeat Jason here. I don't want to restart this. I'd like to get a fresh one. There we go. Still not quite halfway there. I don't want to try to estimate how much he has left right now either. You gotta throw that. Okay, so now it looks like he's about half, so that would be 80 hits to go. Seven-year-old me would get to day 3 and I'd basically just die. He'd attack the kids and I'd die. Or day 2 if he was going fast. If he was moving fast in the cabins, I was doing terribly. I had to go for path fights with him. Which I think is what most people do. Like you get, like you have a torch, you get the torch or you get a better weapon, you just kind of get in his face and mash. Yeah, he's being very rude with, it was a couple weeks ago, he was extra rude with the door blocks. It's like I had 2 extra fights in cabins. I think one of them might have been a fight to the death that I had to do because he wouldn't stop blocking me trying to leave a cabin. So I was trying to sneak outside and force the path fight. That was always the worst, when you'd like leave a game on to try to save your progress and then someone would turn it off. And once a friend of mine and I were playing a Cartoon Workshop, it's like a Tiny Toons animation game, and we were trying to record the animation we made onto VHS tape. And we had spent like 4 or 5 hours on it at his house. And then we left it on when we went to go play basketball for something for a while, and his mom's like, "Oh, you left the Nintendo on," so I turned it off. Like, no! All of our work, Furball, is falling off of buildings in the city. Why couldn't I have done this with Chrissy? They did such a good job with jump scares in this. Like, I can't really think of any other games that I played off the top of my head that, in this era, that were really good with those jump scares. Like, obviously, Resident Evil, but that was 7 years after this was... God, there was only 7 years between this and Resident Evil? 89 to 96, that is amazing. I think Jason would probably have the edge in a fight against Beavis and Butthead. That was a really fun, well, at least I played the Super Nintendo Beavis and Butthead, and that was a lot of fun. I don't know if it would hold up now, but as a kid I loved it. Okay, we're getting closer. I gotta throw these rocks. 2, 3, 4. I think we're down to 45, maybe 50. I need to play Silent Hill 2. I've heard both the original and the remake are just incredible. But as a kid, I was very stupid and I was like, I can't like Silent Hill, I like Resident Evil. Instead of playing 2 really good survival horror franchises, I just made myself stick with the one. And I shouldn't have, because the only person I hurt there was myself. Okay, that's the well, less than 40 now, but 35. 1. Why am I counting here? The screen will tell me how many we have left. Have not taken a single hit with Mark in one of these in the cabin yet. But with Chrissy, I was getting constantly smacked. Also that was close. I was trying to throw the rock too early before I finished my dodge, so it doesn't register the button press. Yeah, that was the same with like wrestling in the in the 80s and 90s. You had to like either WWE or WCW. You couldn't like both. It's like, why? If you enjoy something, enjoy it all. Code Veronica is so good. So one of the first times I played that game, I ran out of ammo at the airplane tyrant boss, and I had to restart because I didn't have enough damage to do to him to knock him off the plane. Which is why in my head, Code Veronica will always be the hardest of the tank controls type Resident Evils because of that moment. Throw the rocks, Mark. Still not at 15. 15, there we go. 14. 13. Why couldn't I have done this with Chrissy? 10. 9. 9. 8. 8. I'm trying to rush, and I'm hitting B to throw before Mark is done with his dodge and reset. And if you do that, it doesn't register your button press. Wesker was such a good villain. I'm guessing if they ever have a game that Chris leads again, he's gonna come back in some capacity. They don't seem to do a Chris game without Wesker. Oh wow, that hurt. Alright, so that is 3 for 4. We're gonna rush into another spin combination quick. Thanks for the GG's, Jacob, Chris. We just did no jumping. I don't want to do that again. Thanks for the GG's, Brawly. Afraid of the dark, okay. So we have to make sure it's nighttime. Thanks, DB. We just did conga line. I want to try to get something different. Afraid of the dark and no cabin. Okay. Wait, that's not possible. You can't make it dark without going into cabins. Thanks for the GG's, Ruben. Afraid of the dark and Deadeye. Alright. That's actually a good one for this time of night, because this could potentially be really quick. Whether it's a fail or a completion. And the Deadeye is one of my favorite challenges. So Afraid of the Dark means before I do anything else, or I guess sometimes I forget right away, but we have to make sure it is night in the game. And Deadeye means I cannot miss a single throw. If I miss a zombie, if I miss a throw against Jason, like if I miss a throw for a zombie, reset. If I miss a throw in a cabin against Jason, reset. The only times it's allowed is like if Jason is, like after he's dead, you won't be able to hit him, your torch will go through him. Or if you're using a vitamin, then you can throw it and it'll go right through him, but you're not missing that shot. So Afraid of the Dark and Deadeye, we got Chrissy way over there, that sucks. Ooh, but using Mark for this is a big risk, because if Jason backs off too far, Mark's terrible throwing arm is gonna send that torch right into the ground. We're gonna try it. Yeah, I could. It won't change with the cave, but I can just pop into cabins like this. I actually almost forgot about that part. The only big problem here is I'm gonna have to navigate the forest at night. Another thing you really have to be careful about with this one is going into cabin fights, because cabin fights are very, very easy to miss a throw with. Okay, good. He didn't door block. So we're just going to do 7, and we're going to let him turn around. We're not going to try to get in any extra shots. Aha, you missed. All right, so I'm debating over whether or not I want to try to collect extra vitamins. Because I can definitely do that. I know how to get all the vitamins in the forest. And it would be very useful to have a bunch of extra vitamins for this. Well, not necessarily super useful, but... we go this way, turn back around. Already grabbed this one. Oh, jeez, he's already at the kids? Hey. I don't like him already being at the kids, but... See, this is the big problem now. I gotta be super, super careful not to miss a torch throw here. Hey, Kyoto, welcome in. Thanks for the jump scare. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Just gonna do 1 there. It's 5. There we go. So I got hit myself, but I did not miss a throw. Now he's going to be going into the forest route. I almost threw at one of the zombies. Okay, good. Caught up to him. That's 1 advantage Mark has there. Wow, he's barely taken any damage. Okay, we're gonna do the cabin fight here. We're gonna be extra cautious. 1, 2. I say as I throw an extra one. 3. 5. There we go. Alright, so next one should be our fight to the death. Alright, is there a knife that's gonna pop up here? There we go. Alright, day 1 in the books. Perfect, and Laura is right there. The one time we're happy to see Laura, because Jason is going to be attacking that cabin as soon as he gets out of the forest. Let's grab these 2 vitamins quick, and we'll sit right here. Wait, it's afraid of the dark. Gotta go into the cabin before you fight Jason. Okay, made it. Almost forgot about that part. I was so focused on Deadeye that I almost forgot about the whole let's make sure it's dark thing. Oh, did 1 extra cycle. We're just gonna do 7. Then we're gonna kick out Laura and not get door blocked. Yes. 7 again. Alright, now this time we're gonna... Actually, can I... Yeah, no knife appearing, so that's good. Two. So we should have 11 hits on this. 7 more. 6. 5. 4. I miscounted. That's fine. Okay, so we're still good. And I think Laura got booted 1 cabin up. Yep, she did. Perfect. Laura's actually helping here. This is something that doesn't happen. Laura is never useful. There we go. Oh, I loved Rampage. Alright. No door block. Yes. I should not have done that 8th throw. Mark's throwing arm is just so bad. Like, Chrissy can throw the line drive into his back. Mark can't, so we're just gonna do 7 and stop. Using the vitamins, fine. There we go. Perfect. So I think that was... How many challenges was that tonight? Was that 5? Either way, there was the opening NES Advantage and Perfect Game, which was clear and obvious failure. But everything else went pretty well. I mean, the no jumping one was kind of annoying, but thanks for the GG's, Kyoto. But that one, I love double challenges. 4, okay. So that's always nice. But I guess since I gotta get up in a little over 7 hours, I should call it here. Thanks for the GG's, Jacob. Thanks for the GG's, Brawley. Thanks for the GG's, Ruben. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope everyone has a great night. Stay safe. Get a good night's sleep. There is no more dance. Dance is done. My oldest daughter is 2-time state champion. Youngest won her dance competition, cheer competition this weekend too. So I should be back this weekend for hopefully double randos. I've got what I'm hoping to finish a very comprehensive guide for this game for Sunday on YouTube. So if you're a channel member, you'll be able to view that as soon as it pops up. I'm hoping to get the rest of the filming I need to be done. I need to get that done. I need to get done for that tomorrow. And I can put everything, if everything goes well tomorrow, I can put everything together on Friday, and maybe any finishing touches, and have it uploaded Friday or Saturday. And then live for everybody on Sunday. And then channel members as soon as it's uploaded and ready to go in HD. But we'll hopefully have that done and ready to go for Sunday. That way, if people that are looking to play this game for Friday the 13th the following week can hopefully find that, and that's the perfect time to try to get more eyes on the guide. Because I'm going to be covering a lot of things that I have not seen covered anywhere else. So hopefully that'll help separate from the pack. But yeah, we'll be back with, well, should be back this weekend. I did get actually a new Super Nintendo controller in the mail today, so hopefully Icebreaker is back on the table in A Link to the Past. If it's not, then I just completely forgot how to do it and I'm sad. But we'll figure that out then. So thanks again, everyone, and we will hopefully see you next time. And for those of you on Twitch, let me see if